Professor Chen locked his office door and said, "This stays between us." Professor Chen closed his office door and turned the lock. "This stays between us." He didn't sit behind his desk like usual. He sat on the edge, one hand's width from me. I came to discuss my grant proposal. He opened his laptop, turned the screen toward me. Not the proposal. My Instagram. Me at the beach with my boyfriend last summer. "You're very photogenic." His voice was different. Lower. "Your body is perfect for a bikini." I stood up. He stood up faster, blocking me in the door. "Sit down, Maya. We're having a professional discussion about your future." His hand pressed my shoulder. Pushed. I fell back into the chair. "Your boyfriend." He scrolled through his phone. "Brad? Basic white boy. You deserve better. Someone with power. Experience. Open the door." My voice shook. "Why?" He sat on my thigh. Actually sat on my thigh. "You're at the most critical year. Funding decision next month. Do you know how many girls would kill for your position?" I pushed him. Hard. He didn't move. Feisty. I like that. His hand moved up my thigh. "You have two choices. Be smart, or be like Jennifer." Jennifer dropped out last month. Suddenly. Nobody knew why. I need him. Hard where every man fears. He screamed, fell backward. I ran to the door, locked from inside, keys in his pocket. "Little bitch." He stood up, face red. "You just assaulted a faculty member." I pulled out my phone. Had been secretly recording since he locked the door. "Turn that off." Number. He lunged. I screamed, "Help! Someone help! Shut up!" His hand twisted my wrist. Phone fell. He stomped the screen, glass shattering. "You'll regret this." He unlocked the door. "Get out. And if you tell anyone, you'll understand why Jennifer left." I grabbed my broken phone, ran into the hallway. Two undergrads stared with wide eyes. I was crying, shoulder of my shirt torn, purple already spreading across my wrist. In the bathroom, I called Jennifer. She answered after 5 rings. "Maya?" Her voice was small, scared. "Don't say it on the phone." She cut me off. "Meet me. Now. Starbucks off campus." Jennifer sat in the darkest corner, hoodie pulled up. I showed her my bruised wrist. She cried, rolled up her sleeve, 4 parallel scars. After he finished with me, I wanted to vomit. "How many?" I asked. "That I know?" 7, probably more. "And you're next. Unless what? Unless we stop him. Tonight. Before he deletes the security footage. My phone is broken, but the recording uploaded to cloud before he smashed it. Building has cameras, but he has admin access. By tomorrow morning, tonight won't exist." She pulled out her phone, started texting. "Rachel dropped out last year after he cornered her in the lab. Kelly transferred departments 3 months ago. Nobody asked why. Maya Patel just defended her dissertation. She knows things." Within 10 minutes, 3 responses. "They'll meet us." Jennifer looked at my wrist again. The bruising was spreading, darker now. "He's getting bolder. Used to be subtle, dinners that turned into something else. Now he's just attacking." "My grant review is in 4 weeks." I said. "You won't make it 4 weeks." Jennifer's voice was flat. "Trust me. After tonight, he'll either force you out or force himself on you. There's no third option." Another text. Rachel was in. Bringing evidence. "Evidence?" She recorded him. The second time. First time she was too shocked. Second time she knew it was coming. My stomach turned. Second time. Jennifer stood up. "We need to go. Now. Before campus security does their 10:30 round. That gives us 40 minutes to get into his office." His office? But that's where he keeps everything. Videos, photos, all of us. His trophies. I thought about the way he'd pulled up my Instagram so quickly, like he'd been looking at it before I arrived. "There's more you need to know." Jennifer walked toward the door. "About why nobody reports him. He brings in $5 million in grants yearly. The university president personally recruited him. His wife is on the board of trustees." She stopped at the door, looked back at me. "Are you sure you want to do this? Once we start, there's no going back. He'll destroy you. Even if we win, you'll lose everything." I thought about his hand on my thigh, his weight pressing down. Jennifer's scars. 7 girls. Probably more, I'm sure. Good, because tonight, we end this. All of us. Together. Jennifer drove her beat-up Honda while I pressed paper towels against my wrist. The bruising had spread, purple-black fingers creeping up my forearm. First stop, Rachel's apartment complex. She was waiting outside, backpack clutched to her chest. The moment she got in, she saw my wrist. "Oh God, not you two. 4 hours ago." I showed her the torn shirt. He sat on me. Rachel's hands shook. She unzipped her backpack, pulled out an old phone. "I have video." The second time. After the first time, I knew he'd do it again. So I hid my phone recording in my jacket pocket. The second time, my stomach turned. He forced me to stay after lab. Midnight, everyone gone. Locked the door. Said if I didn't... She stopped. Took a breath. Said if I didn't suck his dick, he'd fail me. Fail my thesis. Report me to immigration. I'm here on a student visa. 1 complaint from him, and I'm deported. Jennifer kept driving, eyes straight ahead. So I did it. Rachel's voice went flat. For my scholarship. For my visa. He filmed it on his phone. Made me look at the camera. Made me say I wanted it. But I was recording too. Audio's muffled, but you can hear him threatening me first. You can hear me crying. Nobody said anything for 3 blocks. Next stop, Kelly's new place near campus. She came out wearing long sleeves despite the heat. Got in the car, saw all of us, and immediately understood. "When?" she asked me. "Today." Kelly rolled up her sleeves. Bruises around both wrists. Old but still visible. Scar tissue on her neck. I fought back. Her voice was steady, practiced. Like she'd told this story before. He choked me until I passed out. Woke up with him on top of me. Pants down. Security found us because I'd triggered the emergency alarm with my foot while unconscious. He told them I seduced him, that I was obsessed with him, that I attacked him when he rejected me. She pulled out a folder. Medical records, rape kit results, photos from the hospital. I'm an international student from Korea. They believed him. The university threatened my visa if I didn't transfer departments quietly. Jennifer turned onto a residential street. Nice houses, family neighborhood. Last stop, Maya Patel. She won't help. Kelly shook her head. She has too much to lose now. She will. Jennifer parked outside a 2-story house with toys in the yard. She has to. Maya Patel opened the door before we knocked. She'd been watching through the window, saw 4 of us getting out of the car. Her face went white. Number. Whatever you're planning. Number. She started to close the door. Jennifer put her foot in the doorway. He's still doing it. Not my problem anymore. I have a husband, a baby. Stanford offered me a position starting next month. I held up my wrist. The bruises were darker now, almost black in the porch light. Today, 4 hours ago, Maya Patel stared at my wrist, then looked back at her living room where her husband was playing blocks with their toddler. The TV was on. Normal family evening. Fuck. She opened the door wider. Get in, quickly, before the neighbors see. We sat in her basement office while her family stayed upstairs. She locked the door. I defended my dissertation 6 months ago. She pulled out her laptop. Thought I was free. Thought I'd survived. Then I checked my email drafts folder by accident. She turned the screen toward us. 47 text messages, screenshotted and saved. 3 dick pics, timestamps showing they were all sent between midnight and 3 a.m. He was drunk at a conference, gave me his phone to hold while he went to the bathroom. I screenshot everything I could in 2 minutes, sent them to myself, deleted the sent messages. She opened another folder, security code to his office. He gave it to me when he was drunk, made me meet him there at 2 a.m. once, said it was for emergency thesis revisions. Rachel pulled out her phone, showed the video file, 37 minutes long. Kelly spread out her medical records, bruising consistent with strangulation, vaginal tearing, DNA evidence they never processed. Jennifer opened her phone. I've been collecting stories for 2 years, 11 other girls. They won't come forward, but they shared their experiences. Dating back to 2018. We compiled everything onto Maya Patel's laptop. 2 gigabytes of evidence. Videos, photos, messages, medical records, testimonies. But it's not enough. Maya Patel closed the laptop. The university will claim it's all consensual, that we're bitter students, that we're lying for attention or grades. There's more. Rachel leaned forward. He keeps trophies. In his office. Jennifer's friend Sarah told me before she transferred. He has a safe. Videos of all of us. The actual attacks. How do you know the combination? I asked. His wife's birthday, Kelly said. He uses it for everything. Arrogant bastard. August 15th, 1973. We need those files. Jennifer stood up. Tonight. Before he deletes security footage of Maya's attack. Before her bruises heal. Before he can spin his story. I'll go. My voice surprised me. He attacked me. I should be the one. No. Jennifer grabbed my hand. We all go. Together. That's the only way this works. All of us, or none of us. Maya Patel looked at her wedding photo on the desk. At her baby's ultrasound picture taped to her monitor. If we do this, I lose Stanford. My reputation. Maybe my marriage if this gets ugly. If we don't, I said, he'll do it to another girl next week. And another the week after. She stood up, grabbed her keycard from her desk drawer. I still have building access until the end of the month. Security does their rounds at 10:30 and 2:30. If we go at 11:45, we have maximum time before anyone checks that floor. That's in 2 hours. Kelly checked her phone. Then we better move. Maya Patel walked to a locked cabinet, pulled out pepper spray, a knife, and a baseball bat. Just in case he shows up. He will. Rachel's voice was certain. He always checks his office before midnight. Always. Good. Jennifer took the pepper spray. Then we end this tonight, face to face. At 11:47 p.m., we stood outside the Life Sciences building. Maya Patel's keycard still worked. The door clicked open. Chen's office is 4th floor. She led us to the stairwell. No cameras in the hallway thanks to budget cuts last spring. The building was tomb quiet. Our footsteps echoed despite trying to walk softly. 4th floor, down the hallway. Room 447. Maya Patel typed the security code. The lock disengaged. We were in. His office smelled like cologne and coffee. Awards covered one wall, photos with university presidents, Nobel laureates, funding agencies. The painting he'd won at some charity auction hung opposite his desk. Rachel went straight to the painting, lifted it off the wall. The safe was exactly where Sarah had said. Kelly typed the combination. August 15th, 1973. It opened. 3 USB drives sat in plastic cases, each labeled with initials. JC, Jennifer Chen. RT, Rachel Tang. KW, Kelly Wu. 8 other sets of initials I didn't recognize. And a manila folder labeled ML Maya Livingston. Me. I opened it with shaking hands. Photos from my Instagram, my Facebook. Printouts of my class schedule. Notes about my morning jog route, which coffee shop I studied at, where I parked my car. He'd been planning for months. The lights clicked on. Well, all my girls together. Professor Chen stood in the doorway, still wearing the same clothes from this afternoon, the key in his hand. Behind him, the hallway was dark and empty. He stepped inside and locked the door behind him. Security won't come. I told night shift there's an emergency in the other building. Jennifer held up her phone. We're live streaming. He laughed. To who? Nobody's watching at midnight. Rachel's phone beeped. 50 viewers. Kelly's phone buzzed. 89 viewers. The female STEM students group chat was waking up. He lunged forward. I sprayed pepper spray directly into his eyes. He screamed, stumbled back. Rachel kicked him hard in the stomach. Kelly grabbed the heavy stapler from his desk and slammed it into the side of his head. He went down. Blood trickled from his temple. Then he got back up. His face was red, eyes streaming, blood mixing with tears. He reached into his desk drawer, pulled out a knife, a real knife, 6-inch blade. Fucking bitches. Spit flew from his mouth. You think you're someone? I own this university. My grants bring in $5 million per year. You're nothing. Disposable. Replaceable. Maya Patel stepped forward. She held the baseball bat we brought from her car. Actually, David. Her voice was steady, calm. You bring in 5 million, but we, all your female students, we publish 73% of the research. We write the grants, we run the lab, we teach your classes when you're at conferences. You just take credit and rape us. She swung the bat at his hand. The knife flew across the room, clattering against the wall. Jennifer grabbed it before he could move. 257 viewers now. She checked her phone, recording everything, comments flooding in. He sank to the floor, sat there with his back against his desk, hands covering his face. Turn it off, please. His voice changed completely. Small, pathetic. My wife, my kids, your wife knows. Maya Patel stood over him. She found my underwear in your car last year. You think she bought your story about me seducing you? She knows exactly what you are. She just doesn't care as long as the money keeps coming. My phone rang. Campus security. We have the building surrounded. Someone reported a break-in. That was me, Jennifer said, loud enough for the phone. 45 minutes ago. Told them Professor Chen was attacking students in his office. Chen looked up. His eyes were desperate now, darting between us like a trapped animal. I'll resign, quietly. Tomorrow morning, I'll give you all recommendation letters, money, 20,000 each, 50,000, whatever you want. Rachel walked to the safe, pulled out all the USB drives, every single one. We want this going public. Every victim gets closure. Every girl you've touched gets to see you fall. 432 viewers. The chat was exploding. Other girls were typing their own stories. Hashtag Chen Predator. Hashtag Believe Us. I saw names I recognized. Girls from previous years. Girls we didn't even know about. Sarah M. He did this to me in 2019. Nobody believed me. Anonymous. Same here. 2021. I dropped out because of him. Lisa K. He tried with me, but I ran. Reported it. Nothing happened. More stories. More names. The number kept climbing. Chen was crying now. Actual tears. Those videos in the safe. His voice cracked. They'll ruin those girls' lives too. Their futures. Their families will see. Those girls didn't consent to being filmed. Kelly's voice was ice. You drugged half of them. I never drugged anyone. Maya Patel pulled out her phone, played an audio recording. Chen's voice slurred from alcohol. The Rohypnol is in my bottom drawer. Small doses. They never remember clearly. Think they got too drunk. 600 viewers. That's edited. That's fake. He was babbling now. You can't prove anything. It's my word against yours. I have tenure, I have lawyers, I have friends on the board. Jennifer turned her phone toward him. The live stream showed everything. Him on the floor, the knife on the ground, the blood on his face. The USB drives in Rachel's hands. 800 viewers. The university president's assistant was watching. The dean of students. The Title IX coordinator. Their names popped up in the chat. Comments kept flooding. Call the police. Someone call CNN. Is this real? Oh my god, he did this to my roommate. I'm screen recording everything. My phone buzzed. Text from an unknown number. This is President Morrison. Do not leave. Police and administrators are en route. Chen saw our faces change, knew something had shifted. What is it? President Morrison is watching. I showed him my phone. So is the dean, the Title IX coordinator, the campus newspaper, the local news station someone just tagged, your wife. Someone sent her the link. His phone started ringing. He looked at the screen, his wife's photo. He didn't answer. It rang again and again. Then texts started coming through. We could see them lighting up his screen from where we stood. How could you? The children are asking what's happening. My mother's watching this. Don't come home. 912 viewers. Chen tried to stand up, stumbled, the pepper spray still burning his eyes. This is entrapment. This is illegal. You broke into my office. You assaulted me. I'll have you all arrested, expelled, deported. Actually, Kelly pulled out her phone. Massachusetts is a one-party consent state for recording. We can record any conversation we're part of. The live stream is legal, and you assaulted Maya first. This afternoon, we have that recording too. We're just defending ourselves. Also, Rachel held up the USB drives. These aren't yours. They're evidence of crimes, serial sexual assault, recording without consent. Possession of revenge porn. That's 15 to 20 years if they prosecute everything. You can't prove those are mine. Your fingerprints are all over them. Maya Patel smiled. And you just admitted on live stream that you know what's on them. 1,043 viewers. The door handle rattled. Someone was trying to get in. Police! Open the door. Jennifer walked over, unlocked it. 2 campus officers entered first, then 2 city cops, then President Morrison herself, still in her pajamas with a coat thrown over them. She looked at Chen on the floor, at us standing around him, at the safe open behind us, at the USB drives in Rachel's hands. Those are mine. Chen tried to stand. These students broke into my office. They assaulted me. President Morrison held up her phone, showed the live stream still running, 1,300 viewers. I watched the whole thing, David. So did legal. So did the board. So did your wife. She turned to the officers. Arrest him. The cops cuffed him. Chen kept talking, couldn't stop talking. This is a misunderstanding. I need my lawyer. Those girls seduced me. They wanted better grades. The officer yanked him to his feet. You have the right to remain silent. President Morrison turned to us. Her face was stone. You'll all need to give statements. Tonight. The USB drives are evidence now. Rachel handed them over to the female officer. Her hands shook. There are 31 victims on those drives, at least. President Morrison's jaw tightened. 31? That we know of. Maya Patel stepped forward. Going back 11 years. The live stream was still running. 1,700 viewers. Comments flooding so fast we couldn't read them. The second cop was looking at his phone. This is already on Reddit. Twitter. Someone tagged the Department of Education. Good. Jennifer didn't lower her phone. Everyone should see what happens here. President Morrison's phone rang. She answered, walked to the corner, spoke in harsh whispers. Chen was at the door now, officers on each side. He looked back at us. You've destroyed everything, my career, my family. For what? Some misunderstanding about mentoring? Mentoring? Kelly laughed, sharp, bitter. Is that what you call it when you choke someone unconscious? The officers dragged him out. President Morrison came back. Her face was different now, scared. The board wants you all off campus. Tonight. They're concerned about liability, legal exposure. We're not going anywhere. I held up my bruised wrist. I'm pressing charges. We all are. The university will offer settlements, generous ones, but you'll need to sign non-disclosure agreements. Maya Patel cut her off. So you can bury this. Again. The board is willing to go up to $500,000 each. The room went silent. $500,000, enough to pay off student loans. Start over. Disappear. Number. Rachel's voice was small but firm. He has 31 victims. They all deserve to know. If you don't take the settlements, the university will protect itself. Morrison's voice was flat. You broke into his office. You assaulted him. He's already claiming you planted those drives. He admitted on livestream they were his. Jennifer held up her phone. 2,300 viewers now. Everyone saw. The university has excellent lawyers. They'll destroy you in court. Your futures, your careers, your reputations. Like they destroyed Jennifer's? Kelly pointed at Jennifer. She reported him 2 years ago. You buried it. Morrison's face didn't change. I don't know what you're talking about. Jennifer pulled up her email. Read out loud. Dear Ms. Chen, after thorough investigation, we found insufficient evidence to support your claims against Professor Chen. We strongly advise you to consider whether continuing these allegations serves your best academic interests. That was your signature. Jennifer looked straight at Morrison. You knew. You've always known. Morrison's phone rang again. She looked at the screen. The governor's office. She walked out to answer. We stood there. 4 women in a destroyed office, the safe still open. Blood drops on the carpet from Chen's head wound. My phone buzzed. Brad texting. Are you okay? I'm watching the stream. I'm driving to campus now. Then another text. Unknown number. You stupid bitches. You think you won? I have tenure. I have lawyers. I'll be teaching again next semester while you're all expelled. This isn't over. I showed the others. Kelly screenshotted it immediately. He's threatening us. While under arrest. Rachel shook her head. He really thinks he's untouchable. Because he is. Maya Patel sat down heavy in Chen's chair. Morrison is right. The university will protect him to protect themselves. They always do. Not this time. Jennifer was scrolling through her phone. The live stream had been screen recorded 17 times, posted everywhere. The news stations are picking it up. My phone rang. Unknown number, I answered. Is this Maya Livingston? A woman's voice. Yes, I'm Rebecca Martinez from Channel 7 News. We're outside the Life Sciences building. Can you come down for an interview? I looked at the others. They nodded. We'll all come down. The stairwell was full of students now. Word had spread. They held up phones, recording us walking. Some clapped, some cried. One girl grabbed my arm. Thank you. Her voice broke. He did it to me too. Freshman year. I never told anyone. By the time we reached the lobby, there were 5 news vans outside, cameras everywhere, reporters pushing forward. President Morrison was already there giving a statement. The university takes these allegations very seriously. We have suspended Professor Chen pending investigation. Student safety is our top priority. Lies. Jennifer pushed past her to the nearest reporter. She knew. They all knew. For 11 years. Morrison tried to grab Jennifer's arm. The cameras caught everything. These students are understandably emotional. They broke into university property and to retrieve evidence of 31 sexual assaults. Maya Patel spoke directly to the cameras, which the university covered up to protect their $5 million grant machine. The reporters surged forward, questions flying. How many victims? Where's the evidence? Will you press charges? What about the settlements? Morrison's phone rang again. She looked at it. Her face went white. The Department of Education. They're launching an investigation. Tonight. Good. I stepped forward to the cameras, my wrist purple-black under the lights, because 31 women deserve justice, and the hundreds more who never reported deserve to know they weren't alone. The next morning, we sat in the university conference room, exhausted. None of us had slept. Across from us, 3 lawyers in identical gray suits. The university's legal team. The lead lawyer slid papers across the table, non-disclosure agreements. $500,000 each, tax-free, wired within 24 hours. All you have to do is never speak publicly about this again. Delete the live stream, remove all social media posts, give us any remaining evidence. Jennifer pushed the papers back without reading them. Fuck your money. The lawyer's face didn't change, like he'd expected this. Then we proceed with civil suits against you. Breaking and entering, assault, defamation, theft of private property. Those USB drives weren't private property. They were evidence of crimes. Kelly's voice was steady. The lawyer opened a folder, pulled out screenshots. The videos on those drives show consensual encounters. Professor Chen will testify that these were role-playing scenarios. Consensual BDSM. The women were acting. Acting? Rachel's hands clenched. He drugged me. Prove it. No toxicology reports from that night. No police reports filed within 72 hours. Just your word against his. The second lawyer leaned forward. Meanwhile, Professor Chen has already retained Brennan and Associates. They charge $1,500 per hour. Can you afford that for 2 years of litigation? Maya Patel looked at me. Then at Rachel. Kelly, Jennifer. We'd already decided. We're not signing. Maya Patel stood up. We're not staying silent. The lead lawyer's voice turned cold. You'll lose everything. Your careers, your reputations. We'll subpoena your psychiatric records, your sexual histories, every text message you've ever sent, every photo, every drunk night in college. He looked directly at me. Maya, your parents are first-generation immigrants, aren't they? Working at the restaurant they mortgaged to pay for your education? Shame if they got dragged into this. Then at Rachel, your student visa expires in 6 months. Good luck getting it renewed with pending criminal charges. Kelly. Your medical records show you were treated for depression, self-harm. We'll argue mental instability. Jennifer, you've accused 3 different men of harassment in 5 years. Pattern of false allegations. We still weren't moving. The lawyer sighed, gathered his papers. Professor Chen posts bail this afternoon. His lawyer is already drafting defamation suits, $2 million each. Your choice. They left. We sat there in silence, 4 women who'd thought we'd won. My phone buzzed, Brad texting, whatever you decide, I'm with you. Then another text. Mom, saw the news. Your father is having chest pains. Please just take the money and move on. Jennifer was scrolling through her phone. The live stream has 50,000 views. Comments are mixed now. Half support, half saying we're gold diggers, attention seekers. Maya Patel pulled out her laptop, started typing. What are you doing? Creating a shared drive. Everything goes up, now, before they can stop us. We uploaded everything. 2 gigabytes of evidence. The USB contents with victims' names redacted but Chen's name clear. The recording from his office. Screenshots of texts, medical records, all of it. Posted to Internet Archive, Reddit, Twitter, sent to every journalist who'd contacted us. Within 6 hours, 3 major news outlets picked it up. Within 12 hours, it was national news. Chen was arrested again at his home, this time federal agents. Crossing state lines with some victims made it federal jurisdiction. Bail set at $2 million. His wife didn't pay. The university called an emergency board meeting. First time in the school's history, they revoked tenure immediately. Fired him. Stripped his name from 2 buildings and 3 research labs. But Chen hired the best lawyers money could buy. 3 partners from Brennan and Associates. His defense. Mental breakdown caused by pressure. Sex addiction requiring treatment, not incarceration. The women were consensual participants in his therapy journey. I wanted to vomit. The federal prosecutor called us. Reality check time. We have 31 victims identified, but only 4 cases have enough evidence to prosecute. Yours, Maya, because of the recording and fresh bruises. Rachel's because she has audio, Kelly's because of the medical records, and Jennifer's because she reported it contemporaneously 2 years ago. What about the others? Maya Patel asked. Statute of limitations, lack of physical evidence. Some victims won't testify, some have left the country, some just want to forget. He could get 3 to 7 years, could be out in 18 months with good behavior. 18 months. For 31 women. Take the plea deal, the prosecutor advised. If this goes to trial, his lawyers will destroy all of you, and he might walk free entirely. We took the plea deal, 3 to 7 years. He'd probably be out in 18 months. The consequences came fast. My funding disappeared overnight. Unrelated budget constraints. Jennifer applied to 14 grad schools. Rejected from all 14. One admissions officer called her privately. You're blacklisted. I'm sorry. Rachel's visa renewal was denied. No explanation. She had 30 days to leave the country. Kelly couldn't leave her apartment. Couldn't sleep. Dropped out completely. PTSD diagnosis. Panic attacks every time she saw a man who looked like Chen. Maya Patel got a call from Stanford. We're rescinding our offer. Culture fit concerns. But an anonymous donor sent 17 victims checks for therapy. $10,000 each. The card just said, heal. The department installed cameras in every office, panic buttons, new policies requiring open doors during one-on-one meetings. 3 other professors quietly resigned within a month. Their behavior suddenly questioned. And Chen, his wife filed for divorce the day after the live stream, took the kids. They won't speak to him. His reputation was destroyed. No university would touch him, not even community colleges. His research discredited, papers retracted, name removed from everything. Last I heard, he was living with his mother, working at his uncle's restaurant in Queens, washing dishes for minimum wage. 6 months later. I work at a biotech company now. $95,000 a year. 3 times what my graduate stipend was. My boss is a woman who saw the live stream. Jennifer got into law school. Full scholarship. She's studying to become a prosecutor specializing in sexual assault cases. She keeps a photo of all 31 of us on her desk. Rachel started a nonprofit in Vietnam. Helps abused victims navigate the legal system. Funded by crowdfunding from women who watched our story unfold. Kelly's in therapy 3 times a week. Some days are better than others. She's learning to trust again. Slowly. Maya Patel got a whistleblower award, $2.3 million. She started her own research company, only hires female scientists, they're already profitable. Chen still emails us, different accounts each time. The messages cycle through the same pattern. Begging, threatening, apologizing, begging again. We don't reply. Just forward everything to his parole officer. Last week, a freshman named Amy emailed me. Hi Maya, you don't know me, but I saw what you did last year. I need help. My chemistry professor, Dr. Richards, Chen's replacement, asked me to stay after class yesterday. He locked the door. Said I reminded him of someone special. That I had potential that needed special mentoring. I wrote back immediately. Don't go to his office alone. Record everything. Get everything in writing. Contact these lawyers. They'll work pro bono. You're not alone. She responded an hour later. I already recorded him. 4 other girls came forward since I posted in our group chat. We're going to the president tomorrow. Together. I smiled. Cried a little. 4 other girls. In 1 hour. Because she knew what to do. Because we showed her how. Because 31 women suffered in silence for 11 years. But the next girl? She only needed to be brave enough to speak up once. The system didn't change overnight, but it cracked. And through those cracks, light got in. Amy's professor was suspended within a week, fired within a month. No settlement, no NDA, no silence. Sometimes I still have nightmares about that office, about his weight on my thigh, about the knife. But then I remember, he's washing dishes in Queens. And somewhere, a freshman named Amy is finishing her chemistry degree without fear. That's not perfect justice, but it's enough. 31 victims to stop 1 predator. Next time, it only took 1 girl brave enough to speak up.